Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, it's Anton, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, Kaito got karate chopped to hell, and then we attended Junna's family dinner. So that kind of went over well, sort of. But the only reason why we went to her house was to talk to her about her quitting the robot club. So it just kind of snowballed from there. And you know, I gotta say, Junna's family is quite a piece of work. I mean, every single member of her family is just guys. It really does make me wonder what happened to her mother. I mean, it's like, did she die from childbirth? I mean, she gave birth to 4 children, all told. Or did she die from some kind of accident? I do really wonder. And hopefully we learn. It's like, I am rather curious. It's like, if we don't get any kind of story behind her family, you know, especially concerning her mother, that's okay too. I just can't help but wonder. And last we actually left off, we switched over to Junna's perspective again. We're switching to her perspective quite a lot so far. I mean, this is her route, so I guess that makes sense. But still, I'm not complaining. But it appears that she has gone into the, student faculty office. So it's like, I wonder what she's doing in there. I guess we'll find out.
失礼します。
I've managed to enter the faculty room, but it's not long before I freeze up. She's nervous. Again. It's like, I really wonder why she's practically, like, kind of 2 different people. I mean, as she put it last time, she's like a lion at home, but like a meek little mouse everywhere else. So it's like, what? I wonder exactly what it's gonna take for her to open up more outside of her home. I didn't do anything wrong. No, of course you didn't. I didn't do anything that deserves scolding. At least I don't think I have. Oh, wait. She was called to the faculty office? Yet there's this unwelcoming vibe filling the room. It's soul-crushing. Okay, so it really does sound like she was called here. I mean, I assume because of her decision to quit the robot club. The teachers are busy with work and are paying me no mind. I came here to see Nagapkara-sensei, but I don't know where his desk is. Is it okay for me to just wander in? I mean, okay, now I'm not even sure if she was called here. I stand on my tiptoes to see if I can spot his head, but alas, I'm too short. Oh. What do I do? I almost kind of feel like I'm giving Junna the Piglet's voice, from Winnie the Pooh. The more anxious I get, the more confused I become. I'll just step out for now and come back during lunch or something. But as soon as I turn to the right...
Huh?
Oh, Asui. Haven't seen her for a hot second. I come face to face with the vice principal who just walked in through the door.
おはようございます。
I'm flustered, but I still manage to bow my head.
大徳さん、ここで何を?
Huh? The VP knows my name? Well, she should. I mean, she's the vice principal. She should know, like, every student's name, shouldn't she?
長深田先生にお話が。
そう。長深田先生?
She actually called him that. She then calls out for him on my behalf. Probably because he can't hear Junna? But I really wish he wouldn't yell so loudly. Everyone's looking at us now. I follow the VP's gaze and catch Nagafkara-sensei standing up near the window. Is he just staring out the window? After bowing to the VP, I keep my face down and jog my way toward Nagafkara-sensei's desk.
長深田先生、おはようございます。
おう、大徳か。どうした?
Okay, so she came here on her own free will. She wasn't called here. So she must have come here to talk about quitting the robot club.
ん? 黙っとったらわからんぞ。俺はエスパーじゃねえからな。これ豆知識だ。覚えとけ。
I mean, that's true. You're no Esper. That's for sure. It's like, if he was, he wouldn't be giving us pro tips.
はい。
Nagafkara-sensei is not an Esper. I just went over that. Nagafkara-sensei is not an Esper. Why is she repeating herself?
先生。
I lick my lips once. It's taking all the courage in the world to speak out loud. I'm not used to asking teachers for favors like this. Favors? Okay, now I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
映像見せてもらえませんか?
Video. Video? I'm slightly confused.
何の映像だ? エロいやつか?
No, not a sexy video. No. Junna would not want to see a sexy video. Come on, Michi. I can feel my face start to get hot from his response and shake my head. Oh.
じゃあなんだ? 筋トレ用のムービーか?
No. I assume so anyway.
じゃなくて、この前の ロボ1号機くんの稼働テストの。
Oh, okay. Interesting she wants to see the video test run of Model 1 Coons. Since I'm from Junna's perspective, yeah, Model 1 Coons walking. Why does she want to see that? I mean, I'm trying to think of why she would want to watch the video of that. Maybe she's here to see the video of this to get some, like, tips or something from watching it? I don't know. I'm honestly a little confused right now. I'm fairly certain Nagavkara-sensei recorded the whole thing. He did. I remember that.
ああ、あれか。
見せてもらってもいいですか？
お、待っとれ。
He pulls up the video on his phone droid.
あの時はな、大徳がロボに乗らないから、おじきにネチネチと嫌味を言われたもんさ。
すみません。
Come to think of it, I haven't seen the president since that day. She hasn't. Yeah. I imagine she's, like, trying to avoid him. He must be really angry. This is awkward. Especially since Michi is Sumio's nephew, right?
まずあれ。
The teacher who sits next to him is nowhere to be seen. Nagavkara-sensei suggests I take their seat. I'm a little hesitant, but I nonetheless sit down. He then hands me his phone droid.
コピーしたのは後で送ってやる。瀬宮妹たちにも見せてやれ。先生だ、渡すの忘れとった。
Of course you did.
はい。
I nod as I look at the screen. It's a sunny day at the old airport. That same summer day when the massive Model 1 Kun walked on his own 2 feet. More like walked with 1 foot. I mean, it was such a slow walk. Why did I want to see this video? It's all because of the photo that Yashio-kun gave me. Oh. Interesting. For just a second, I see a figure that looks like Grandpa Fujita in the corner of the video. Huh. He was there that day too. I guess that's obvious. He did help make Model 1 Kun's parts after all. Yes. But back then, I was so preoccupied with not piloting Model 1 Kun that I didn't think about anything else. I was just freaking out. I mean, for good reason, I feel. It's almost like I couldn't even see the robot. Oh. No, not just the robot, I couldn't see anything around me. I didn't even realize that Grandpa was there. Oh, she didn't. The video I'm watching also has sound. I can hear the spectators chattering among themselves. There were so many people gathered there that day. In the end, they all started complaining because Model 1-kun barely moved. The test was brought to an abrupt end. I wonder what they were thinking before the test started. That's what I wanted to know. Since that many people came out, they must have been excited, right? I mean, yeah, I would assume so. I turned up the phone droid's volume and put my ear to it. Most of the video's sound is incoherent noise, making it hard to pick up what anyone is saying. But the mic did manage to catch some children nearby. What? No one's gonna mess with us now? Why did this boy say that? He wants to write it. That would be dangerous. More than likely. Lame but huge. That's... I feel like that's kind of like a backhanded compliment in a way. The camera occasionally looks toward a group of boys. I spy Mikihiro-kun among them, one of my karate boys. Huh. They all look like they're having a blast, staring up at Model 1-kun. Judging from their voices, they can hardly wait for Model 1-kun's activation.
みんなこんな風に見てたんですね。
あ、何がだ?
Excuse you, Michi. I guess I interrupted Nagafkara-sensei's breakfast. He gulps down some incredibly thick milk. He must have mixed it with protein powder or something.
見学に来ていた人たちのことです。
And not just the children. The adults too. The elderly who drop by are dressed like they're ready to do farm work. Then why are if they're ready to do farm work with the way they're dressed, then why were they at a robot test? They're equipped with hoods and sun visors. Oh, to protect the sun, to protect themselves from the sun. They're waiting for the test to begin while drinking tea out of their thermoses. Most of them are smiling. Some of them are fighting off the glaring sun. Others are simply watching in admiration. there are those who look stunned. Each and every face has a unique expression. They're all looking up at the giant Model 1 Kun. Nobody is scared. Yeah. It's like nobody was scared of the robot. It's like nobody got hurt. The robot didn't fall over. It's like there was... Okay, I think I know what she's trying to do here. She wants to look at this video to see if anyone else is afraid of the robots. And I guess since no one is scared of Gunrel when this took place, I don't know, maybe she's feeling that she overreacted, maybe? Or she feels that, no one but her is scared of robots. That she's the only one. Aw, Junna. Yeah, the complaints start coming in once the test starts. But even the children are watching and laughing at Model 1 Kun as it walks along ever so slowly. I felt like I had to draw that out. I'm faster than you, one boy cries as the kids begin lining themselves alongside Model 1 Kun and racing it. What? The elderly folks continue smiling and admiring the robot. They just continued smiling and enjoying the show, even though that Model 1 was walking so incredibly slow. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that the elderly are much more patient, but I feel like that is more of a stereotype than anything, even in fiction. An old man who's been drunk since the morning yells, "Do a better job!" What? Do a better job, alright. But even he's holding his stomach, laughing. Huh. While watching the video, I finally notice... Notice what? Why? Why am I tearing up? I don't know, you tell me, Junna. Never felt like this way before. Like what way? My emotions are all over the place. Am I supposed to cry here? Why is she crying? Or wanting to cry, I should say. I don't know, but it's just happening naturally. I can't help but hug the phone droid to my chest and wipe my tears away. Aww. Hey, Grandpa Fujita? Is this what you wanted to see? Is this the sight that you spent 10 long years waiting to see? I mean, he worked just as hard as Akiho did on Model 1. So, I assume so? Robots are mankind's friends. Yeah. Even if said robots wind up walking incredibly slow. When I was a kid, did I destroy your dream? Ooh. Now there's a deep question that cuts to the quick. Oh my god. I want to say that I hope not. I mean, he continued his dream of making robots. It's just that his shop shifted gears from a toy store to a parts store to help make other people's robots. So I wouldn't exactly say that his dream was destroyed necessarily.
ドクには入院してから会ったか？
She hasn't. Nagapkara-sensei asks me. After I shake my head, he starts stretching in his chair. Then he cracks his neck.
ドクはな、自分を責めてたよ。わかるか、大徳。
Really? He blames himself?
あのじいさんは昔からずっと自分を責めてやがんだ。
Huh. Well. So Doc has been blaming himself for what has it been, 11 years? I mean, oh man. I mean, there's no reason for him to blame himself, really. I mean, it was no fault of his own. What happened. I mean, there's no blame to go around, really. I mean, he shouldn't be blaming himself. Junna's definitely not to blame. I mean, heck, even Michi isn't really to blame when he went in there himself. You know, into the forbidden storage room. So I'm like, oh man. I don't know, blaming yourself or other people for whatever reason it's just kind of pointing fingers, and that does no good in the long run.
ロボットは人間の友達になれると思ってたが、思い上がりだった。
Yeah, that's what he said.
あのじいさん、この前先生にそう言ったよ。だがな、思い上がりだと思うことこそが思い上がりだと先生は思うね。これ、豆知識な。
Michi, this is no time for your pro tips. Dun 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 dun. The bell ring. The bell rings, so I take my leave. It's like the last bell of the day. I don't quite understand Nagapkara Sensei's pro tip. Don't worry about it, Junna. I can't make sense of Nagapkara Sensei's pro tips as well, so you're not alone. but I do know that my chest is tight after hearing that Grandpa Fujita has been blaming himself all this time. Oh, Junna. I mean, she feels responsible, doesn't she? Because of her going in to the forbidden storage room and, getting Yoshiro-kun broken, that it just kind of created a domino effect, and ever since then, Doc has been blaming himself. That's a long time to blame yourself for something. Oh, man. And you know what? It didn't surprise me. Maybe somewhere deep inside, I already realized it. After getting home, I sit in the empty dojo after practice has ended, staring down at the photo Yashio-kun gave me. That's been on her mind ever since Kaito gave her that picture. I slip it out from its frame. Oh, it is in a frame? Kind of hard to tell, actually. A much younger me. Yeah. One that was so even more adorable. At least I think so. I mean, she looks so happy and cute there. It's like simpler times, man. Simpler times. Grandpa Fujita, who looks pretty much the same as he does now. Yeah. He hasn't changed that much at all, has he? And Yoshiro-kun, whose face is a lot cleaner than it is now. The three of us are smiling brightly.
Junna, ここにいたか。夕食の準備はどうした？
She hasn't even started on supper, has she? Dad pokes his head into the dojo, a worried expression on his face.
ん？おお、その写真は懐かしいな。
I mean, it definitely is a blast from the past, yes. When times were much simpler.
師範代。
My eyes locked on the photo. I decide to ask him. Her father? Decide to ask her father about it?
お父さんでいい。なんだ？
お父さん、あのね、私がロボクリニックで怪我した時のこと教えてほしい。
Yeah, I imagine her memory is just a little fuzzy from when that happened. I mean, it was such a traumatic experience for her. So I imagine, like, the little details about it are hazy for her.
藤田のおじいちゃんは、あの時、何か言ってた？
そうだな。あの時、ロボットの下敷きになって泣いてるお前を見て、父さんは泣いていたよ。
In tears. Worried that his granddaughter was seriously hurt, I imagine.
なんていうことをしてくれたんだとな。
それは誰に対して？私？
ロボットの方を怒っていた。
Yeah, it's as I thought. It's more so that he was saying that towards his robot, not at Junna. It's like, what have you done, you stupid robot? You've hurt my granddaughter.
いや、それも正確ではないかもしれないな。
Well, okay. So what? You're contradicting your own story all of a sudden?
子供を怪我させるなどロボットとしてあってはならないことだと自分を責めていたよ。
Yelling at himself. Huh. Okay. I mean, it was out of his control, though. It feels like somebody is stabbing at my chest. Oh. It's like... Just... this whole route with Junna is just gonna make me feel for her even more than I already do.
今はどうなのかな。
あるいは今も責め続けているのかもしれんな。
You know, I honestly kind of wish that, you know, since we're on Junna's route, that there would be, you know, models of, you know, her dad here instead of just his voice. It kind of takes away from the story a little bit of not actually seeing the character.
入院してからお前がお見舞いに来たことがあっただろう。
Tried to. We tried to.
会えなかったと言っていたよ。今さら合わせる顔がないとな。
You know, in the back of my mind, I was kind of thinking that. I mean, he said right away that he didn't want to see, you know, Junna, Akiho, and Kaito. I almost kind of wonder, actually, if Junna had been with Kaito and Akiho, if the doc would have let Akiho and Kaito come in the room to see him. It just makes me kind of wonder. But the fact that he was too ashamed of himself to see Junna in particular just speaks volumes that he does deeply care about Junna. We're the same. Yeah. Grandpa Fujita and I are exactly the same. Ever since the accident, we grew so distant. For different reasons, though, I feel. We kept missing each other until we stopped seeing one another at all. Before we knew it, 10 years had passed. The me in this photo looks so happy. The three of us look so happy. Yeah, I mean, it was before the accident, so that's very clear.
悪いのは私なのに。
No, it's not, Junna. It's definitely not her fault. I mean, sure, she got, as many children are at a young age like that, she got curious and went into an area that she's probably not really allowed in, but she went in there anyway. But that said, Doc doesn't blame her. He blames himself. I feel like Junna's thinking about this too hard.
おじいちゃんも吉郎くんも悪くなってないのにね。
And neither did you, really. I mean, it was a complete accident that she tripped and Yoshiro-kun fell on her. I mean, she didn't deliberately make Yoshiro fall on her. Can I fix this? Can we be close again like we used to be? Of course. Of course they can. I have no idea, but if I run away now, I'll probably be empty for the rest of my life. Why is she even considering running away? And for the first time ever, I don't want that. Waiting won't fill the emptiness in my heart. It's kind of prophetic. Back in the hospital. Alright, is Junna here with us? The aroma of disinfection liquid permeates the hospital's hallway. A nurse hurries along ahead of us.
もし殺されたらどうしよう。
We're not gonna get killed, Akio. Akio shoots me a rather disturbing question as she walks alongside me.
病院で殺されたらとかそういうこと言わない方がいいよ。
比喩だよ、比喩。
I would hope not.
でも、毒なら病気で弱ってるとはいえ、うちらのこと簡単にボコボコにしそうな気がして。
He's not like that, Akiho. Come on. You should know him better than that.
ビビってる？
And why is Kaito probing her by asking this?
うん。
I mean, she admits it, but still, I feel like that was just unnecessary probing.
頼むよ。ロボ部で一番ドクと仲いいのはアキちゃんなんだから。
Except that's not entirely true. I mean, she got herself banned.
仲は良くないと思うんだけど、うちいつも怒鳴られてばっかりだったし。
I mean, sure, he yells at you a lot, but I mean, he always yells at her because he cares, right? I mean, that's how I've seen it. We're finally ready to execute our plan today. And what exactly is that plan? Which is why we're here at the hospital. Doc's now accepting visitors, so people are free to come and go. Oh, finally. It's like I do wonder how he's doing. We stand in front of his room's door. Akio pokes me in the shoulder. Poke.
カイ、先に入ってよ。
Why are you so close, Akio? There's no reason to be so close to me. Although, I don't mind it.
いや、アキちゃんからどうぞ。
That's very gentlemanly of Kaito.
だってうち、ロボクリニック出禁の身だし。
Yes, but you're not banned from going into a hospital room.
やれやれ。
With no other options, I knock on the door.
はい。
I can hear Doc's empty response from the other side of the door.
どうも。
Just, hey! It's like just walking on in as if it's just any other day. Just, hiya, how you doing? It's like, I feel crappy, come on. Doc's lying on his bed. He glances over at Akiho and I for a second and then immediately looks back out the window. He's so it's like, oh, it's you guys.
なんだ、お前らか。
Oh my god, I can't believe I just called that. Oh, ow. Leg cramp. So yeah, I like how I just called that. It's like, oh, it's just you punks. I mean, of course, punks just adds a little more flavor. His voice lacks the usual oomph. I mean, he's still kind of weak, right? So, that makes sense.
ドク、なんか、ちっちゃくなったね。
Akiho! Tact! Have a little tact! Damn it, Akiho! That's flipping rude! Kaito is sounding like me. I tend to say flipping. But Doc doesn't respond like he usually does. I mean, he's just not himself right now. If this were the Doc before he got ill, we'd have a wrench flying at us right about now. That said, Akio's rude statement is actually accurate. Oh, it is? The Doc in bed is a pale imitation of the energetic old man who always yells at us over the counter at the clinic. He looks like he's aged tens of years in the last week. Okay.
ずいぶんやつれちゃいましたね、ドク。
Kaito, tact! Both of them need to learn a little tact.
笑いに来ただけなら帰ってくれ。
That's not why they're there.
手術、受けないの？
No comment. He's probably been asked this question dozens of times by now. Probably. Doc doesn't even try to answer. He's made up his mind.
ま、そういう固い話をしに来たんじゃないんだな、今日は。実はドクにちょっと見てもらいたいものがあってね。だから一緒に出かけない？
I don't think he's in any really good condition to go out of the hospital quite yet.
何？
Doc looks at us suspiciously. It's like, I would too. Honestly, it's like, what do you want to show me?
おい、付き添い。何を言ってやがる。
担当の三枝先生に外出許可はもらったよ。
Really? They got permission. Saigusa? Saigusa. Did I say that right?
ドクは車椅子に乗ってくれればいい。そうしたら俺たちで連れて行くから。
Well, if it's in a wheelchair, I guess that will be fine. It's like, don't make him walk.
行くって、どこへだ？
Oh, that's right. I wonder how he's going to feel of the two of us having gone into his clinic to fix one of his robots. Especially the one that fell and hurt Junna.
もちろん、ロボクリニックだよ。
Doc looks away. He's like, nope. Nope. I want to stay here. Leave.
あのお店はもう畳む。そう決めたんだ。
Yes, we know.
もともと儲かりもしねえ店だったしな。
Wait. Yeah, but he was making money. I mean, with the parts Akiho needed for Gunvarel. It's like she paid him.
客だってめったに来なかった。それどころか、ネオンが怪しいから撤去しろとか、近所の連中にも言われたくらいだ。
What? Complain about the neon sign being sketchy? Really? Okay, that... Ignore those people, Doc.
誰にも望まれてねえ店だったんだよ。結局のところはな。
You could change that.
これがいい機会さ。処分できて俺もせいせいする。
Don't say that.
ドク
Akio jumps in all of a sudden. All of a sudden? All of a sudden. Doc's still in bed as she approaches him.
そんな心にもないこと言っちゃダメだよ。
So, now Akio believes that Doc is lying to himself. And I would have to agree. I mean, he's been blaming himself all this time. So it's like that is definitely like lying to himself. I mean, you need to stop that, Doc.
儲からないなら20年近くも続けられるわけないもん。
That's true. Yes. 20 years. It's like he still continued to run the place after the accident.
ドクはあの店が大好きで続けてた。大好きだから続けられた。それくらいうちはちゃんと分かってるから。
Akio's crying.
だから嘘でもそんなこと言わないで。言わないでよ。 部長、あの店がなくなっちゃったら寂しいんだから。
Hakio. Oh my god.
とにかく俺はもうあの店には行かん。お前らが何を企んでるか知らねえが、付き合ったりはしねえからな。
Stubborn old man. That's just the way he is.
あのロボットたちが待ってるんだけどな。
Way to be subtle about it, Kaito. Doc's face turns pale in response to my intentionally pointed comment. Very pointed.
てめえら倉庫に入りやがったのか。
Yes, we did. Are you mad?
あいつらはもう外に出すつもりはねえんだ。出しちゃいけねえんだよ。勝手に何をしやがった。
あんまり興奮しないでよ。血圧上がって外出許可も取り消しになっちゃうでしょ。
Take a chill pill. This isn't the 90s, Kaito.
簡単なことさ。俺たちがやろうとしてるのはオープン直後のロボクリニックの再現だよ。
Interesting. Okay. Recreating. Okay. This should be interesting if they can get Doc to come with them.
このバカ野郎どもが。
俺たちがバカかどうかはその目で確かめてもらわないと。さあ、ドク。
I pull in the wheelchair I left outside of the room and point to it. I have a mean grin on my face. I don't mind playing the bad guy. We've seen it a few times before now. I want to say that the very first time he played the bad guy was when he blatantly outed Subaru for being Mr. Pleiades.
どうする？
After about 3 minutes of silence, Doc begrudgingly clicks his tongue and gives in. This should be interesting. It's only about a 10-minute walk from the hospital to the robot clinic. I tell you, how is this going to go over exactly? After Doc swapped clothes, we headed up the long, straight slope of National Highway 58. The robot clinic is a ways down after turning the corner at the Hase intersection. Hase intersection. From Hase Park? It's right on the border of Nakatane-cho and Minatimane-cho. Its exterior looks like an American bar or motel, and the gaudy neon sign illuminates the night sketchily. There's that word again. I've thought this before, but man oh man is this design lame. He's starting to sound like those boys from the video. We push Doc all the way to the store. Once we reach the storefront, Doc seems to notice that something is different. He leans forward with such force that he nearly tumbles out of his wheelchair.
おい、ロボブ、こりゃ一体どういうことだ。
He remains in position, and turns his head to glare at me and Akiho.
言ったはずだけど、ロボクリニックオープン当時の再現だって。
But it doesn't look any different.
ロボットは人間にとっての友達。そうでしょ、ドク。
There's a line of old robots out in front of the clinic. Not in this shot. Are we gonna get a CG to see how it looks? In the center, standing out conspicuously, is the blue square body of Yoshiro-kun. Thick arms and legs, wide eyes, a mouth bent into a smile. The patrol lights of his eyes, mouth, ears, and chest are all lit up. His arms move up and down at regular intervals. Yoshiro-kun stands before us today as the fruit of Akiho's hard work. Although the one thing she couldn't fix is the dent in the corner of his body. I mean, she tried her best to fix him. That's clear. Did she ever get Yoshido's voice box to work fully, I wonder? Oh, and he's not alone. All the other robots are out here too? While they're not moving like Yoshiro-kun is, the other 8 robots are all lined up next to him. Neighborhood children are crowded around them. Oh really, there are children out here too? They're chattering away about how the robots are ugly, old, cute. You get the idea. I mean, they're old robots at this point, so I imagine for some of the, younger kids that they would think that they would be too old or too ugly, but some of the older kids would think that they're, pretty cute and kind of awesome at the same time, too. The kids are just speaking their mind as is. Yeah. They aren't holding back either. The children are touching the robots all over, leaving smudges and prints. It's like finally, after so long, children are talking about Doc's robots again. I feel like that's gotta be something big here. Seeing the children interact with the robots, even the children that are saying that they're ugly or old. It's like they're talking about them again. And that's the main point here. It's like they're talking about them. They're intrigued by them. Michi and Mizuka-san went over to the elementary school and told the kids that they could see some old robots. Huh. Wow, Michi and Mizuka are in on it too. Alright. They were worried that they wouldn't be able to get enough kids, but in the end, about 20 showed up. That's a good bunch of kids. Michi, Mizuka-san, and the teachers are watching them. Seeing the kids smile is enough to make the adults smile too. Oh, that's great. But Doc is different. It's like, what is he feeling? That's the important thing here.
ダメだ。
No, what?
ダメなんだよ。
We can't what? He finally stands up, then staggers toward the children with a ghastly expression on his face. He's worried that the robots are gonna fall over and hurt the kids, isn't he? Which is understandable, but I think we got a handle on it now.
子供を近づけさせるんじゃねえ。
That's exactly what he's thinking, isn't he?
怪我させちまうだろうが。
Yeah.
子供が泣いちまうだろうが。
And that's what's been eating at him, since that happened to Junna. That his robots will make the kids cry because they hurt them.
ロボットは所詮ロボットなんだよ。
Doc, you don't truly believe that, do you? I hope he doesn't.
どれだけ仲良くなれたって友達なんかにはなりゃしねえんだ。
Yes, they can. I mean, I wish I could like go into the video game and show him like instances of how robots can be your friends. Show him like specific movies where robots can become a human's friend.
ありゃただの鉄の塊で。
They're more than that. There's so much more than that.
子供の相手ができるほど立派なもんじゃねえ。子供に怪我させてんだから玩具としても失格なんだ。だから封印すべきなんだよ。動かすべきじゃねえんだよ。
So that's why he put them away in storage?
やめてくれ。今すぐみんな帰ってくれよ。
As he sadly cries out, Doc dejectedly crumbles to his knees. Is he okay? The children all fall silent when they finally notice Doc.
もう子供を泣かせたくはねえんだ。
And I totally get where he's coming from, but still, it's like he really is making a mountain out of making a molehill out of a mountain. I almost got that backwards.
ロボットを悪者にもしたくねえんだ。
They're not villains. Not these ones, anyway. And certainly not Gunvarel. They're the good guys. They're the good robots. It's like, Doc, come on, man.
ドク、
I think he might actually be crying. In the end, that accident 11 years ago didn't just hurt Junna. Yeah. It may have left Doc with far deeper wounds in his heart. More than they are able to understand, really. He was so remorseful that he sealed away his belief that robots are humanity's friends. But you know what? We've still got one last chance to turn this all around. We do? Isn't that right, Yoshiro-kun? Whoa, what exactly was that sound? In the middle of this silence, a rusty metallic sound begins to ring out. Yoshiro-kun, his eyes and ears still lit up, begins to walk. His stride is a little unsteady, and as he moves down the gravel path, his whole body shakes. Nonetheless, he manages to adjust himself as he moves toward Doc, almost like he has a will all his own.
Yoshiro!
Doc dumbfoundedly looks up at Yoshiro-kun. And as if to answer Doc,
こんにちは。僕の名前は吉郎。
Akio did get the voice box to work. That's awesome. He greets them. He greets them. Yeah, he's talking again. Yoshiro comes to a slow stop right in front of Doc. He can't move his head, so Yoshiro-kun can only continue to look off into the distance.
みんなのお友達ロボットだよ。
But his words are clearly directed at Doc.
ねえ、握手しようよ。
As he speaks, the lights in his eyes start blinking intensely. He moves his arms up and down. He very clearly has a will of his own. And he wants to shake hands with his maker. Doc's frozen in place. It's like, what's going through his mind?
ねえ、握手しようよ。
His robotic son repeats himself. His robotic son. I mean, that's the perfect way to put it. I mean, these robots are like his children. So it's very sad that his perspective on robots changed so drastically. And almost as though he's seeking a hand of salvation, of forgiveness, Doc extends his own hand. There we go. His wrinkled hand comes into contact with the blue, thick robot hand. I don't know why, but after seeing this, I feel like Yoshiro-kun looks happy, even though his expression remains unchanged.
よろしくね。藤田のおじいちゃん。
Huh. I wasn't expecting for Yoshiro to actually say Doc's name. Color me surprised.
お前、俺の名前を。
You can thank Akiho. She did an amazing job, didn't she?
なんで？
新しく吹き込んだからだよ。
Programmed it in. Akio triumphantly explains.
ドクの息子にね、ドクの孫娘が昔と同じ言葉を新しく吹き込んだの。
The same thing that your granddaughter did. Huh. Wait. So before the accident, Junna would say some of that stuff to customers coming into the store? I mean, I can picture that. Huh.
孫、娘。
Yeah, your granddaughter, Junna. You remember her, don't you? Doc suddenly starts to look around. Junna is behind one of the robots. She is here. Good. She's hiding in the shadow of Gojiro-kun. This is making me emotional. Oh. And just this slow pan down. It's like, ugh. She hesitantly and nervously shows herself to Doc. In her hand is a controller. It's obviously Yoshiro-kun's remote control. She was controlling Yoshiro? Oh my god. You can't really see a controller in her hand though.
よろしくね。
My god. Ugh. Her voice is so quiet that it feels like it could disappear at any moment. She's still looking down. But nonetheless, Junna stands next to Yoshiro-kun. A homemade robot over 2 meters tall. So has Junna finally overcome her fear then? And a small, boyish, timid, but tough 18-year-old girl. It's like I have a lump in my throat. That's what happens when I get emotional. I get a lump in my throat. They're a duo of extremes.
よろしくね。藤田のおじいちゃん。
Oh my god. This time, Junna looks straight forward. She looks Doc right in his eyes. Oh my god. Just like Yoshiro-kun did earlier. I swear the lump in my throat is getting bigger. She then extends her slender hand to him. It's like, all I can say is, it's about time.
俺を許してくれるのか、ジュン。
謝らなくちゃいけないのは私のこうだから。
There are already tears in Junna's eyes. The tips of her fingers are shaking as she extends her hand to Doc. And yet she wears a warm smile on her face.
ごめんね、おじいちゃん。今はまだ少し怖いけど、これから吉郎くんのことも他の子たちのこともまた好きになっていくから。
Okay, she hasn't fully gotten over her fear. But this is a great start forward into overcoming it. I can't believe how emotional I'm getting here.
きっとまたお友達になるから。それまでおじいちゃんに生きててほしい。
It's like, same here. Same here.
お願い、おじいちゃん。ね。
ジュン。
It's like now he's crying.
ありがとう。ありがとう。
Junna crouches down as Doc breaks into tears. The two of them are holding each other's hands tightly. The moment she sees the pair reconcile, Akio runs over to them, completely failing to read the mood. I mean, that's just who Akio is. The kids who are watching in silence are freed from the tension and start playing with the robots again. How's that for a turnabout? Robots are humanity's friends, huh? It won't take long for this place to get noisy with the sounds of kids, just like Junna's house. I kinda want to see that happen. Same. And you know what? I want to see the other 8 robots, Gojiro-kun included, moving around again and greeting visitors. And as long as the robot doctor stays in good health, I know it'll happen one day. I almost feel that this is encroaching on Junna's ending here. Alright, well, that was an emotional, a very emotional ride. I think the lump in my throat is slowly starting to go down, but oh man. Well, I think with that, I am going to call it here. So, oh boy, I feel like we've accomplished so much in just this one video. It's like, finally, with Junna and Doc coming to amends and 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 I'm still a little emotional, if you can't tell, but finally, after so long, they finally see each other, and everything's so emotional and so much more freeing that it just feels amazing. Even though that I still feel a little emotional myself right now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this very emotional episode. And thank you all for watching. I'm so emotional right now that I'm having difficulty saying my outro. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.